is the out. Huh? I thought, well, why is it not working, huh?
Respekt, Herr Bäum, vielen Dank.
So what you still want? Yeah, you haven't left yet? What?
Ajahn rested well today.
Yeah, I rested well, but I mean, the Singaporean weather. You sweat, and then you get cold air against your lungs, and then finished, over. But it doesn't matter. Let the body rot away, the chitta doesn't rot. So, well, how is your practice? I mean, new people, they didn't listen. I mean, I'm not giving every day the same talk, huh? So what is today? Today is Labor Day. Huh? Okay, so putu, Labor. Huh? Oh, Anapanasati. Huh? You're already tired of it, yeah? You have to excuse me. So what shall I talk about it actually? I mean, I explained everything, I mean, what can I explain more? Yeah. Maybe we should do a test. Yeah, what did I talk about? Yeah, what is important? Yeah? What is important in your life? Yeah? Meditation. Make meditation a number one priority before you do anything else. Huh? Yeah? Even go to the toilet. Yeah. Yeah? You wake up from your sleep and then you do meditation. Yeah, and then you can go to the toilet. Yeah. Wash up and have some breakfast. Some of the faces have lightened up a little bit, I hope it lasts for more than 3 days. Mostly women, huh? Yeah. The men are busy working, busy collecting money, so that the women can spend it. Yeah. Well, maybe if somebody asks a question, I get a topic where I can talk about. What's that? Ah!
Secret.
You have to find out who was writing this question.
Are there any live questions? You can start with that.
Yeah, live questions first.
I actually also get a thought coming in, get away. I actually go to my feeling
So when I hear something, sound, so I hear that the sound, the hearing consciousness, and then I actually can differentiate that there is a portal sound, there's a perception is working. So I'm just wondering, this 5 aggregate, is it working or it's just I thought of, So I'm in doubt whether 5 aggregate is working.
Well, what exactly is your question? What exactly is your question?
Is it the 5 aggregate is working or it's just I thought of?
Is it what important? Huh?
Is it the 5 aggregates that are working?
Of course the 5 aggregates are constantly working. Huh? I mean, there's feeling, there's consciousness, there's memory, there's thought. They constantly come up, yeah? I know, or I heard that there are some teachers, especially Goenka tradition, when they go, just watch the mind, you can watch it for the rest of your life and nothing changes. You just see thoughts coming up, memories coming up, but nothing changes, We want to change things, through investigation, And don't go to the feeling, and don't go to the thoughts, and don't go to the memories. You just replace them with the Buddha or replace them with Anapanasati. I mean, it's a common mistake of people, there's a nice feeling coming up, we go to the nice feeling. And then what happens? It disappears. And then we feel sad. Why did it disappear? Because we stopped working. I said meditation, meditation is like digging a hole. As long as you dig, the hole gets deeper. When you stop digging, when you go to the feeling, or when you look around, the hole is so deep, it slowly fills up with sand and the hole is gone. Understand? So remember this about meditation. Don't go to the feeling. Just stay with the Buddha or just stay with the breath.
Ajahn, I would like to ask, earlier in my practice, I saw yellow bright light. Initially, I thought it was a sunlight, but it was really very bright. So I concentrate on the breathing as well as the Buddha. And there is a bit of flash of memories, but not very clear. So I'd like to ask, what should I do when there is such a light? And in which circumstances the light will appear? And the second question is that what will be the signpost that we are progressing in our meditation practice? Thank you.
As long as these things do not disturb you, you stay with the Buddha, you know that there's a light coming on. If the light is too intense, pull the light towards the heart. If you cannot, it's the same as pain. If you cannot concentrate anymore on your Buddha or on the breath, I mean, normally it is a white light, The white light, becomes very intense, and we can't concentrate anymore on the Buddha or on the breath, so bring it into the heart. Everything else, it's not important, Just like I said before, If we can say that there is a thought, Buddha. There's consciousness, Buddha. We don't know this consciousness, but there's a sound, Consciousness doesn't hear. Consciousness just tells us there's a sense data coming in, And then, we have to figure out what of the senses were triggered. So sound, when sound is triggered, the memory, brings up, an assumption of what it is. If you never heard the sound before, your assumptions run wild. Tries to figure out, it's just like you see something moving in the dark, and you don't know what it is, thinking about a snake, thinking about this or that, but it's, That is what memory does, sense data, you see something, and then memory, places a label on it, And sometimes you can see it, especially if you don't know it, you see how it tries to figure out what it is. So better don't believe it, when it's trying to figure out. If it knows what it is, it comes pretty fast. But also, all these labels are not important, They just distract us. You need to communicate, you need these labels to communicate, otherwise, how can you say, please pass me the sugar? You need to communicate somehow. But, do it, don't overdo it. So, okay? Remember, it is of utmost importance to develop sati, to develop this knowingness. When we are with the Buddha, then we know how the Buddha is. Is the Buddha fast? Is it slow? Is it deep? Is it shallow? It does not matter how the Buddha is. We want to know how the Buddha is. That's why I said go into the zoo and watch animals. That's, you observe, just like you observe the Buddha, or you observe the breath. But people, tend to control everything that they observe. That's why I said go to the zoo. You cannot control the animals, but you can see what they are doing. And this is the quality that we need in our meditation, to know what is going on. And the calmer the heart is, the more we know. We don't even have to look up, we know what is going on around us. But we don't go there, because that is distraction. So this is, she's making notes and marking it. Make the notes here in the heart. Because you make notes, now you forget it, She forgets to open the book. If it is in the heart, it's always with us, So, okay, so if that, there's another question.
Good morning, Ajahn. Right, my question is, as I watch...
It's not a good morning.
Right. As I watch the Buddha, right, sometimes the Buddha seems to disappear, and then I enter into a still room, quiet room, and then at times the body seems to have also disappear, and then it's a happy feeling, and I seem to crave for this happy feeling. All right, and then sometimes when the happy feeling is gone, then it goes back to the Buddha again. And I find that I do like this happy feeling, so I always go for it, And then this happy feeling is like a Panadol to our daily lives, but the life's problems still remain, right? So can I seek your guidance if I'm on the right track? Thank you.
Yeah, if you just listen to it, you know it's on the wrong track. We shouldn't go to the feelings. We should stick with our Buddha. What is actually happening. When we stick to our Buddha, or when we stick to Anapanasati, and there's a nice feeling, be happiness or joy, or sometimes, tears rolling up, rolling down. Keep on with the breath. Don't worry. Keep on with the breath. Keep on. I just explained it. As long as you dig the hole, it gets deeper. If you stop digging the hole and look at the hole, it fills up. That's why the happy feeling disappears. No? And that's what most of the people, they just want to go for the happy feelings, and then it disappears. And they don't know what created this happy feeling. Just that the mind is calm. It doesn't think, it doesn't look, It doesn't put any labels on it, it's just experience. You understand? Just stick with the Buddha. And what happens, when you stick with the Buddha, there's a happy feeling. And the happy feeling, if you stick with the Buddha, becomes more and more intense.
But Ajahn, but sometimes when you stick to the Buddha, right, the Buddha gone,
No, it's not the Buddha is gone. It's your interest in the Buddha is gone. It's boring. It's so boring. Yeah?
Thank you.
It's the same with the breath. Yeah? People say, oh, the breath disappears. The breath does not disappear. If you are close to Appana Samadhi, then the breath stops. It doesn't disappear. Because you're still breathing. Huh? You just need to concentrate on the body, and then you're still breathing. Yeah? Huh? How is that breath disappears? It's our interest on the breath that disappears. Yeah? And it's the same with the Buddha. Yeah? Remember this. Yeah? Write it down. Neither the Buddha nor the breath disappeared. I think I explained it last night very clearly. Yeah. Going in left, going out right, yeah. Never going down to the heart, yeah. That's why you should listen to a Dhamma talk with your heart, yeah. Then the brain doesn't have to do all these assumptions, yeah? And conjectures, yeah, and speculations. So, okay, another question? Let's talk about the meditation practice, yeah? Did you do some walking meditation? Yeah.
Anyone do walking meditation? Would like to share?
Yeah, you have to offer this again. Chinese herbs. Anything about questions about walking meditation?
Bhante, can I ask about the Buddha? How do we keep if we lost the interest, how to actually make this thing more interesting?
Do you have a hobby?
Yeah.
Okay. You're interested in this hobby and you forget everything what is around you? So, you take this interest into the Buddha. It's a trick. Yeah? So whatever you do with your hobby, whatever you think, I mean, if you combine things, make models or things like that, I mean, then you combine the Buddha. Buddho. Whatever, yeah? Just be interested in it, yeah? Yeah, be creative, use the skills that you have. Use the skills that you have, and then apply it to the meditation, yeah? When I gave the guided meditation, I mean, use visual images, yeah? I mean, when you work at Amazon, all these parcels coming by, and you have to stamp them, yeah? So you stamp them with Buddha. Huh? You never stop, yeah? Amazon, Shopee, or Lazada, whatever you have here. Use it, I mean, you really, I cannot tell you what fits for your character. You have to know what fits your character. So use it, use your creativity, yeah? Yeah? But the more you play with your smartphone, the less creative you are. Huh? No? We Google, what can we do when the Buddha is gone? Yeah? If Google would be smart enough, it says, repeat Buddha. Or when the breath is gone, look for the breath. The body still breathes. I mean, do they have some watches? Do they have some clocks here in Singapore or what? People don't seem to know when it's starting, huh? Coming every time. That's not really respectful for the Dhamma, yeah? So, what is this?
In northern Thailand, there are also other arts like Lana or Lersi crafts practiced alongside classical Theravada tradition. What have you seen personally in the forests of Thailand, and what are your thoughts about these other crafts?
I really don't understand the question. What is he asking? Put it together. Ask me. What is it with Northeast Thailand?
The question is about what are your thoughts about other arts in Thailand, such as the Lana and the Lersi crafts.
Lana and what?
Lersi, Lersi, Lersi.
Oh, Lersi. Lersi. It's an R. Lersi.
Oh, Lersi.
Yeah. I mean, they practice, yeah, but I never actually asked them what they practice, yeah. One of the rishis, came to our monastery and practiced, stayed there for a week and practiced just the same thing, meditation, yeah. But they normally do have some magic powers, that's why people love to go there. They're always, fancied by these magic powers, yeah. It's not Buddhism, what they practice, yeah. It's a mixture, probably a mixture between Hinduism, Buddhism, and sometimes even black magic, yeah. And that's not good, yeah. So, okay, yeah.
Bante, good morning. Hope you're well. My question is, if in a forest practice and you encounter people from the ghost realm,
Yeah.
and how do we strengthen our mental state to encounter them? And I'm one who fears all this.
You just say, hello, how are you doing? What do you want? I mean, that's what you do with human beings, don't you? Huh? I mean, they are beings just the same. Are you scared of foreigners? Yeah, okay. And then you're probably also scared of, ghosts, yeah? I mean, see them as beings, yeah? Normally they come only, sometimes they bother us, to tell us their story, why they have become a ghost, yeah? Or they just want some metta, yeah? So you just listen to them, what they say. Yeah.
Communicating with the ghost.
Of course. I mean, don't you communicate with your colleagues? Yeah? Now we communicate with our heart, yeah? It's the same, yeah? Luang Pu Man said there's one universal language. It's the language of the heart. Every animal, every being understands this universal language, yeah? As humans, we have so many different languages, yeah? That's why we can't get together, yeah? We find always these differences. Now to say, hello, how are you? What do you want, yeah? Is there something I can help you with, yeah? Or have metta with them. That's why they normally come. I mean, when you have a dog, no? If you have a dog, it needs to be, cared about, it needs to know, yeah, that you love it, yeah? Huh? So it's the same thing, yeah? They also want this, yeah? They want this care from you, yeah? Because in their realm they don't get it. Huh? But also the devas, yeah? They also come down, and asking for metta. When I was in a big cave, I did some metta, maybe half an hour, then I went out of the cave, and at the entrance of the cave they said, why don't you do some metta? I said, I just did it, it's not enough, yeah? They're just wanting the same thing, they're ghosts as well. Yeah? But sometimes the ghosts have to tell us a story, about, yeah? So just us, just beings. Yeah?
Do they look ugly?
What?
Do they look ugly or anything like that?
Do they know what?
Ugly.
Ugly.
Only the hungry ghosts. The Peta, they look really ugly, but they normally don't come, you know. Only if you go to their places. Do the people in hell look ugly? They are burned alive, they are chopped up, you know, and so on, yeah? So, it's not the thing that we want, yeah? Remember, keep the 5 precepts and you're on the safe side, huh? From yesterday on, not from now on, not from tomorrow, huh? Not from next year, yeah? Let's make a determination at New Year's Eve, you know, to keep the 5 precepts. Huh? No, now. It's one of the prerequisites before you want to enter the stream, yeah? So, yeah?
Ajahn, just want to ask you a question that you said yesterday. You were saying when we are doing activities that we don't need to use much of our mind, like maybe washing ourselves or washing the dishes, we can just chant Buddha. If that's the case, wouldn't we lose our mindfulness of what's happening in our day-to-day life?
No, because the knowingness never goes away. Yeah? Your mind, disappears, your rational mind or emotional mind disappears for the moment, because you have sati, the kilesas don't bring these things up. When you're with the Buddha, you have sati. How can you not know what you're doing? Yeah? Even when you walk, you know that you're walking, yeah? But you don't pay attention to it. Huh? You don't have to label, I'm walking, yeah? But some people do that when they're walking meditation. Oh, I'm so mindful, I'm walking. Yeah? No, they are not mindful. Huh? But one more thing about mindfulness and sati. Yeah? Mindfulness, the mind is full. Normally it should be the mind is full of one thing. Yeah? Whatever you do, that's where you put your mindfulness, so the mind is full of this thing. Yeah? This one thing. Awareness or sati is mind emptiness. The mind is completely empty of any occupation. So you see the difference? And it knows, yeah? Because now we free all these layers, that are on top of this knowing, yeah? That the kilesas use, yeah? They see something, and then they use it to deceive us, yeah? And we get rid of these layers, at least for a moment, yeah? And then we know what we are doing, yeah? And the chitta knows if it is wholesome or not wholesome, yeah? Okay? Yeah? I think she has a question. You have a question? No?
Ajahn, would you please explain Khandha?
What? The what?
Khandha.
Khandha. Oh, the 5 khandhas. Huh? Oh, tanha. Desire. Now, is it khandha or tanha?
5 khandhas.
What?
5 khandhas.
It's the 5 khandhas. Body, yeah? Body with all the senses. That's the first khandha, or the first group. Vedana, feeling, yeah? It can be separated into mental feeling or bodily feeling. And there are 3 kinds of feeling for each bodily: pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. And it's the same for the mind feelings. Yeah? I mean, whatever you say, it is pleasant, unpleasant, or it's neutral. Yeah? Then you have sanya. Sanya is memory and association. I just explained. Consciousness says there's a sense starter, so the chitta goes out and looks where the sense starter comes from. It goes to the ear and says there is sound, and then memory looks up what kind of sound is. Is it a woman talking? Is it a man talking? Is it a car or is it an airplane? If it doesn't know, it speculates. So that is the third khandha. The fifth khandha is thought, a short form of thought. I want, or things like that. And the fifth is consciousness. Consciousness knows if something has come in contact with the senses. That's when consciousness arises, but also consciousness ceases. When we fall unconscious, that it's not the same thing. Because when consciousness goes, we know consciousness has gone. If you fall unconscious, you don't know where you are or what is happening. Okay? The kilesas, the 5 khandhas that I just explained, are the toolbox. Now there are 2 powers in our heart. Some people call it the light and the darkness. We translate it as avijja and the Dhamma. The Dhamma wants to use the toolbox to go and sit meditation and walk meditation or do investigation. The kilesas just want to use the toolbox to play around, just like with the smartphone. That's all their intention is. So the kilesas are the 5 khandhas are not the kilesas. The kilesas use the toolbox to deceive us, or to make us do something. And the Dhamma can also use the toolbox, to make something more wholesome. Okay, now I should sit. It's using the toolbox of thought. I should sit and memory. Okay. Not yet.
How to apply in our daily life?
You just say there's body, there is feeling, there is consciousness. About consciousness, forget it, you won't see it. But there's memory, you just see, Don't you know when you have a feeling? I heard your feeling, No, how can I hurt a feeling? It's impossible, And the feeling is not yours anyway, it comes and it goes, So don't tell your boyfriend, you hurt my feelings. So we use the principle of anatta, because then we have a subject and an object. The subject is the knowingness that knows about the object. And the object is a feeling, it's a memory, it's a thought, or it might be the body itself, Understand that? Okay. So, anything more? Yeah?
I have 2 questions. The first one, when you do the walking meditation, and then when you're with the breathing, sometimes it's already calm that you don't want to walk anymore. Can you just stop and do standing meditation instead?
It's okay. Actually there are 4 there are 4 positions. Standing, walking, sitting, and lying down. I don't encourage people to do the lying down meditation because they instantly fall off. But standing, meditation is okay.
And another question is about anatta. I still don't get the principle of it. So if everything is because of causes and conditions and it's anatta, so let's say I'm now attending this meditation retreat, who's making the decision to attend the retreat?
Chitta. The chitta uses the toolbox, uses your body to go to a retreat, but before it goes to a retreat, it tells you, it would be nice to have a retreat. So the Dhamma is using then the toolbox, to bring you to a retreat, But neither the Dhamma nor the kilesas yeah, are there forever, yeah. I mean, if we get rid of the kilesas, then the kilesas are gone. But if we get rid of the kilesas, we also get rid of the Dhamma. Yeah? Then we just are there. Yeah? And then nobody tells us what to do, then there's just doing. Yeah? I know it's a bit difficult, I mean, don't forget it what I just said, yeah. Yeah? Yeah? Nobody? I mean, you're just here 2 days, no questions, huh? I mean, there are so many things, that are unclear, how many talks did I give? 3 talks already, and there's everything clear? Oh, that would be wonderful, Or you haven't understood a thing, so you can't even ask questions. Huh? Yeah.
Morning, Ajahn. I just have a question. When you talk about people going to smartphone and all this, today's world is a virtual, right? I even have 2 daughters who are constantly, or even in the office as well, people don't really pay attention even in a meeting. They are always on their smartphone as well. Now, how do we put the practice that we have to besides imposing, like in the meeting, I will say no smartphone, everyone put it aside and so forth. But it's put people uncomfortable. I get feedback that it's not today's virtual world. So how do we connect through our heart to help make a difference in a way?
What did you do 20 years ago?
No smartphone.
You're still connected to the people. About your daughters, I mean, it's their decision, yeah? About you can start, yeah? And when your daughters see that you don't use your smartphone anymore at home, yeah? I mean, they might ask, well, why don't you use your smartphone anymore? I said, it's too distractive, yeah? It makes the mind, restless, yeah? And I don't see what is going on. Yeah? So we have to be the example, yeah? So that people, people look up to us, and see, oh, there's something, there's something nice about this, what are you doing, I want to be the same, yeah? Especially when people change, yeah? Huh? When your colleagues see that you change, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why? I do meditation. How do I do this, yeah? And then you invite them, invite them to a meditation retreat where they can learn meditation. But if they don't ask, you don't do anything. Yeah? And with kids, it's the same thing. Yeah? I mean, you shouldn't give the kids, Now I see 3 years old playing with a smartphone because the mother is too lazy to look after the kid. Huh? I mean, it used to be the TV, I mean, when I was in America, studying in America in the 80s, yeah, beginning of the 80s, I mean, the TV was running all day long and the kids were just watching TV, yeah? It's the same thing, watching TV or, I mean, playing with a smartphone, yeah? So you just take it away from them and then they are raised, in a family where there's no TV and no smartphone, yeah? But be smart about using your smartphone, yeah? Understood? Be smart about using your smartphone just for the things that are absolutely necessary. I know the boss, constantly wants contact with you, yeah? Then say, tell the boss, if you want 24/7, contact with me, then you have to pay me more, yeah? I only work 8 hours a day, for 5 days, yeah? I don't work during the night, yeah? You have to give me extra cash, yeah? They're so used to it, yeah? I mean, it's only it's not even 20 years, it's 10 years ago, where the use of the smartphone become more and more and more, yeah? And we can't even let go of it anymore, huh? It has to be always there. Where's my smartphone? I forgot my smartphone. Lock it up, yeah? Where's Ryan? You can create an app, when you open your smartphone, putto. Wouldn't that would be nice, eh? It reminds us, So, you?
Ajahn, the let go and ignorance is different, is totally different, but many people will think that ignore is the same of let go or plong. So how should we explain to them that it's totally different because of you don't go through the process of that thinking first, that what is the root cause of the tuk?
Why do you want to explain? Do they ask you?
They said that, is it true that the human being can really let go? Like for example, they're suffering from like a family problem, something like that.
What they can do is not giving in. That's what they can do, 24/7. Yeah? Yeah? Not giving in to their feelings, saying there's a feeling, and then just watch it pass by. Yeah? Or say there's a memory, just watch it pass by. Yeah? That's what they can do. Letting go, the heart is the only thing that can let go. I explained it. If you constantly watch outside, and your hand is on fire, if somebody directs your head towards the fire, it's a heart, this is the letting go, The heart automatically retracts the hand, and then it's not interested about what is going outside, because it has found the source, And it won't do it again, That's the nice thing about the heart. That's why we need to teach the heart, and not the mind, not the brain, A lot of people, I understand it, we are smart, we have to be smart, to get a job, But this smartness, hinders us in our practice, in our development of the practice, So, you can tell your friends, you have ants here, ants, When the ant is on the roof, and want to go down to the floor, actually it could let go, and then fall to the floor, but it does not know the command. It knows only how to do one step, one step, one step. So, it crawls along the side down, until it reaches the floor. That's what we can do. And that is exactly what our practice is. The heart will let go once the heart understood. Even if the mind or the kilesa is still attached to it, the heart won't do it anymore. Okay? More about practice? Huh? Yeah.
Ajahn, one more question on the chitta. So can we then say chitta is I then? Because chitta is the one that follows us from one life to another life. And that's... So when we say non-self, but isn't chitta the self and the I?
You can say that the defiled chitta is yourself, with all these characteristics or tendencies that you have, because they are all coming from the chitta, The kilesas bring them up and say, "This is me. That's how I'm looking. This is what I want." Think about the chitta, The essence of the chitta. Think about it as a diamond, Each one has a diamond, but each one of you has different facets on this diamond. And all what we see are these facets of the diamond. We don't see the true nature of the chitta. We don't see the true nature of the diamond. You understand? It sparkles, it clings, some sparkle more, some sparkle less, Some have more this kind of characteristic tendency. So, what we do in meditation process, we remove all these facets, Some of the facets we cannot remove, but we can remove the kilesas that use these facets. Okay? It is difficult to understand what the chitta. The chitta of the arahant is a free chitta. The chitta of us, it's just, we created all these facets, all these characteristic tendencies, all our desires, all our hate, we create it, each time, we polish this facet, then we don't like it anymore, and then we do another facet, that's how we normally create it, And once we get rid of avijja, then there's only the nature of the citta, Every one of us has the same nature, But your facets of your diamond is different, But the nature of the diamond is the same for all of us, Not only for human beings, also for ghosts, or for animals, Or beings in hell, or beings in heaven, We have all the same, We have all the same nature, the true nature. Okay? So, one more.
Hi Ajahn, I would like to ask a question on walking meditation. When I do the walking meditation, I find that it's easier to focus on the contact of the feet. The contact of the feet, the sensation of the feet walking. When I add the Buddha, then sometimes my mind can be a bit lacking in the focus.
Yeah, you have to retrain it, You just don't watch your feet, your body, you just walk normally, because if you watch your feet, isn't that? And then your mind is all over the place. If you walk fast, then it's fine, Just concentrate on the Buddha, And in the beginning of the path, you look at the end of the path, just this one path, I want to be with the breath or with the Buddha, And sooner or later you will know that you're walking, In the beginning, when the mind is very busy with the Buddha, it might not know that you're walking, And walking meditation, you can reach upachara samadhi just the same way, I walk for 3 or 4 hours, sometimes I walked in a cave for 3-4 hours, and then suddenly I was sitting, and saw a body walking up and down, that's interesting.
Ajahn, one of the talks that I greatly enjoyed from you was on the training of the war elephant.
The what?
Training of the war elephant.
As this is the last day of the retreat, can I ask that you give us this teaching so that we remember to bring this attitude back to our normal life?
I mean the training of the war. The training of the war elephant, or the king's war elephant, it's mostly a training for monks or bhikkhunis, not for lay people. But it gives us a hint, if we want to find a way out. The first thing, you catch a wild elephant, and then you bind a really thick rope around his neck, and tie it to a pole. That is what is called samadhi. We tie it to the bowl of kudo or to the pole around the tip of the nose. Once the elephant knows that it cannot escape anymore, it puts itself to rest. That's when we are in upachara samadhi or apana samadhi. And then once he's okay with this, being constantly in samadhi, then the soldiers come, with spears, and slowly picking the sides of the elephant, That's when your friend constantly pick you, That's what they do, They try to pick, Do this, say that, so that you get hurt, or that you feel terrible, or things like that. That is the training of the war elephant, And the wounds get deeper and deeper. They want to make, so that in case, because it's a king's war elephant, that in case of the death, that the elephant just goes down, so that the king can dismount, disembark. So it's quite a tough training, Don't even worry about it. Just get the idea. Samadhi is tying the wild elephant to a rope until he gets calm. And then investigation, for instance, investigation of the body, that is, where it really hurts. You don't want to see this mess. You don't want to open your stomach and look the food. See? Or in the intestines, you slit them open 20 meters. Look, what is this? How it is processed. No, we normally don't want it. That is the training with the spares. To get us irritated, to get us aggravated. So that we can learn how to deal with it. Just like the war elephant, learns how to deal with it. He knows, that we don't want to kill him, but we want to train him. Okay? So, I think if nothing. What is this?
Offerings.
You're not there in the afternoon? I know it's cough medicine, I have so much cough medicine, but it doesn't help, I think it might be a slight pneumonia, because the cough is very different from the. I got this, and this tea, and this. I got this as well, but you can, okay, give it. I just give it to the monks. What is
Vitamin C. Vitamin C.
C and D. Yeah, Panado. So I have to think about. There's one more talk, Shall we make a test before the talk, that I know what subjects I have not been understood? Written test? No.
Like this.
What? No multiple choice test,